I don't have these written down. If I had them written down, there would probably be a lot, but I'm just going to tell you some of the ones I remember. Maybe starting from the youngest. Well, I don't even want to start there. But around 15, I was already on my own a lot and hitchhiking around. And I was in Vernon, from Salmon Arm. We'd hitchhiked to Vernon, BC. And I'm laying there, and I suddenly had this vision in my head of my little sister stuck on the side of the road hitchhiking between Enderby and Salmon Arm on that corner. And I got really scared for her because she's a year and a half younger than me, or a year and 4 months or whatever. And March, April, May, June, yeah, a year and 3 months. I always forget how much younger she is. So I begged the guy whose house we were at, and it was just this random fucking good-looking guy that my friend wanted to bang, so we went to his house. Hey, there's another Aries for you. There's another Aries woman. That brought us to this guy's house, and we had to sleep in the same room. Me and my prude Virgo friend slept in the same room while our Aries friend banged the stranger on the bed, and we just looked at each other, me and my Virgo friend, and just kind of hid under the blanket. What have we gotten into? Oh my god, no. Anyway, I woke up in the middle of the night and thought, oh fuck my sister. So then I get this guy up, and he's super annoyed, and I'm begging him, please, please, we have to drive here. My sister, I think she's stranded on the road. And finally the guy says yes. So we're almost at the fucking corner, and I can see her orange hair. She looks kind of like me. And I can see her orange hair from the corner. And I was right. She was stuck there on the fucking corner. So we saved my sister. Although he ditched us there. The guy ditched us there on the highway. So then it wasn't just my sister hitchhiking. It was all of us stuck together. And another thing we had that we would do is call the police. We would call the police in Enderby because they were completely bored. They had nothing to do anyway. And tell them whatever story we could to get a ride home. Because we were kids. So we would just say, oh, our friend got a flat tire and now we're walking all the way to Salmon Arm on the highway and it's really scary. Can you give us a ride? And they would give us a ride, but then after a handful of times they started saying, you can't just call the police for a ride home. That's what the taxi service is for. But yeah, right, buddy. Who has money for a taxi? We just spent our only $10 sitting outside the liquor store waiting for some stranger to buy us liquor. Another time when I was in the hospital after my lung collapsed, when I was 18 or 19, they put me in a senior ward because I was there for months and months and months. They were trying to get rid of this infection, so they said, that had spread to every organ. It was called peritonitis, they called it. And I said I had infection. It spread everywhere. I hit my lung deflated. Although I still don't know what the fuck that was, other than maybe a ton of trauma. Because at that point already, at 19 already, I had suffered every type of abuse you can imagine. So much pain was in me. So yeah, it could have been that. And I felt like I was kind of healing a little because I had left my mom. My mom left my real dad. My real dad's very stable. He's the one from Germany. But he's also very strict Protestant Christian. It's about a relationship with Jesus, a personal relationship. It's not about religion. Yes, all of that. I love all of that idea. Anyway, that's my dad. So I wanted to have a relationship with him more. So I was camping in a tent outside in their yard. They got me this job taking care of the old lady. I was taking care of her. I got in too much pain to do that. Then I went home. My lung collapsed. I went to the hospital, and they put me in a senior ward as an overflow because they had too many gynecology and maternity patients coming into the female-only ward. And so they put me in there with the seniors. And there was this really, really old guy, super frail, in the bed beside me. And I had this feeling come over me. I knew he was going to pass away. And so I just had to pray for him. And I've never done that before. I've never done anything like that before. I got up, went over, touched his end of his bed, and said the Lord's Prayer, because it's the only prayer I knew by heart. And I guess because they made me say it so many times in church. And then I went back to bed. And when I woke up, the nurse his bed was gone, and the nurse said, yeah, he passed away last night. And then there was the time that the Capricorn Scorpio moon, my son's biological father, he was cheating on me the whole time I was pregnant. Liked just a lot of women and would want to have sex with women that he just met. So he cheated on me 7 times when I was pregnant. So I asked my tarot cards one night when he was out late cheating on me. I asked my tarot cards, how many times has he cheated on me? And the cards gave me a card with a 7 on it. When he got home that night, I psychologically hotboxed him into my den of what the fuck until I had him in the most pliable mood ever and received the data truthfully from his own mouth. But he could only remember six women. So he told me 6. He couldn't remember that there was 7. Then we went to sleep, and as I started to pass out, a pen came and wrote in my mind, Sarah. I clearly saw it write Sarah, and I'm watching it write Sarah, and I sat up in bed immediately, and I yelled out at him, "Who's Sarah?" And his eyes got huge, and he just said, "Holy fuck, that's the other woman." So yeah, I'm pretty sure I scared the pants off him forever. And that was just me building the whole case against him to my Pisces, because she's so fucking dumb and just forgiving and sweet and doesn't take care of herself sometimes. So yeah, Mars Jupiter was taking care of me. Anyway, then there's more. When I was pregnant with my son, my grandpa came to me in my dream and told me, "I'm sorry, Mary, I have to go now. And bye." And I knew that was him leaving, passing away. I didn't have a phone that year, though, so I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't know from anyone else to confirm it until my sister-in-law knocked on my door really early. And when she knocked on my door so early, I knew, because no one ever knocked on my door that early. And I got a community guideline strike for medical misinformation from a video on March the 2nd. March the 2nd, it's a sign. Is one of you pansy asses reporting me now?
That's just the way she goes. Some things that never change. That's just the way she goes.
That's right. That's the way she goes.